I'm looking for the person who saved the life of Sister Wink. That's great. Why would you say that to a stranger? I have no idea who Sister Wink is, like I do, but Lloyd or Dart doesn't. And why would I care that you're looking for them? Maybe like if I walked up to a random stranger and he was like, "I'm trying to find the person who saved Arthur," and I'm like, "Okay, first of all, who's Arthur? Second of all, why are you telling me this?" Tut, that's it? Fine, we'll let you, but only today. Let's go. Can we just beat up all the bandits? Like, what's the matter? What's the matter with us? Silver vest. Constantly get new stuff for them. I don't want to see Pa and Ma flattering gangs anymore. I'm trying to find Bob from accounting. Can you help a brother out? So I've been about everywhere. But that scene kind of happened, so I'm wondering if something else is going to happen now. This is the only building I haven't been in. Oh, why did you go, Lynn? We are having a wedding soon. It's impossible to have a talk with the Gayricks. Who are you? We're the Gayricks. Don't worry, we are not bandits. Really? There's nothing wrong, isn't there? We might be able to be of some help. Tell us. Okay. Let me just tell you my life story. It all started this morning. Oh, that's not as far back as I thought you were going to say. When I finished my errands and came home, Lynn was gone. In his letter, it says he is going to persuade the gang to pull themselves out of the know. I was supposed to wait for him at home. But it's been a whole 20 minutes and he hasn't come back. You left a letter? I have an idea. If I show this letter to the mayor, he might do something to help. The mayor is Lynn's father. I see. Let's bring this to the mayor. You have to wait for Lynn here. Oh, thank you. Wait, the mayor is Lynn's father, but you're not the mayor's wife? Or are you? Why would you not say my husband then? I think I'm confused. Yo, Disturbed, how's it going, man? Thank you for all the hours of content you've given us. I always played your Final Fantasy videos when I was studying during nursing school. I'm now done with it and finally a nurse. That's amazing. And now you are playing the best game ever. Love every second of this. Hey, man, so glad to hear you're done with nursing school. Can I get some foam fingers in the chat for Disturbed? Congratulations, my man. Glad to hear that you are doing the thing. Thank you, man. Can you take a look at this letter? This is a letter, yeah. But please come in. Mayor, a horrible thing has happened. It's about Mr. Lynn. As in, your son. Exclamation marks. What kind of man would venture to face the Gayrick gang by himself? Your son. I didn't know Mr. Lynn was that consumed with... It was my fault for not realizing it. I bet Miss Kate is very stressed. You must go. As the mayor, I don't want you to be involved in this. We are already involved. The gang took something very important away from me. Where do they come from? They're from the Valley of Corrupted Gravity, but we don't know anything about them other than that. Corrupted Gravity? What the heck? Disturbed, thank you for the 100 bits, my man. Nice meme, Big Red. The place is very dangerous. They say nobody can come back once they enter the valley. Butler! Don't say that! Wait, he calls his butler Butler? Lynn went there. Now we have to gather the people of Danao and form a rescue team. Unless his name is just Butler. And then what will happen to the city? The gang might take over the city. I love the repetitive language, it cracks me up. It's just not good writing because they just roughly translated it. They didn't try to make it good writing, so they all the time are just like, we must leave the city. We must protect the city. We gotta leave the city to protect the city. Let us do it. That has been a blind spot of many LOD fans since release, sadly. Key flaws make it arguable 6, 7, 8 out of 10. I'm proud to be aware of those flaws today, acknowledging them while still loving the rest. I feel like all of the RPGs of the golden era had flaws, though. Like, this was the time when video game programmers finally let their imaginations run wild. And it wasn't so much about making a perfect game as much as it was just making a great adventure. So, I mean, every single RPG that from this era had glaring problems with it. But it didn't stop any of us from loving it. I mean, 7 is literally put together with duct tape. Final Fantasy VIII's junction system is completely broken. Legend of Dragoon, as in a lot of the other RPGs of the time, had a lot of text issues. You just name it. I mean, every RPG had its issues back then because they were such big games. They were gonna have issues. I mean, just look at today. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to dock points off of these games for having issues, because back then you had to release a game finished and working, and so it was hard to make these huge RPG games with all these different elements and attributes without having some kind of issue with it. Nowadays games have issues even more so, but they're just easily patched. But back then they couldn't do that. So I mean, I would be willing to argue that a lot of games that come out today that have 10 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s had the same issues as these games had, or at least comparable issues, but they just get patched. Like Destiny was freaking broken day one, then they fix it, and then they're like, Destiny's a great game. So I don't think it's fair to dock these games, I'm trying to think of a better example of a game that was really good but had issues on its launch. I mean, a lot of games did. A lot of games, especially online multiplayer games, have issues the day they release, and then they get patched up, and then they have more issues, and then they patch it up, and by the end of the time that they're popular, they're eventually put together pretty well. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I try not to let it deter me from old games, because, and I don't know, it's not to say since they knew that they had to release these games without patching them, they should be functioning well. I'm not saying okay, any game can have any problem because they couldn't patch it back then, but I'm just saying in this era, game companies were more focused on making full huge epic stories, and I'll put all these elements into the game. So it's not surprising to me that there's certain glaring issues, because they had so much more on their plate, and it was more about letting their imaginations run wild rather than making the perfect video game with no flaws. I just don't think that was really their goal in mind. Their goal was not to make a flawless game. Their goal was to make a very interesting game that kids would want to pick up and play. You were planning to go anyway, weren't you? Oh, it is encouraging to hear that warriors like you are going. Now I can face those punks in our city with courage. Yeah, let's do it. So you did not inform me where this place is? You were just like, go there? That's another thing too, is like, nowadays we find a lot more glitches than we did when we were kids. Like, when we were kids, we didn't really find as many glitches, you know, but as adults playing the game again and having all these glitches found by like speedrunners or just people that have played the game a lot, you know, now it's more apparent. But back when I was a kid, I didn't know how broken Final Fantasy VII was. I knew about the W item glitch, but that was about it. I didn't know a lot of the other glitches that existed until much later. Hey you, Alki, how dare you touch my butt? What? Don't be silly. Why would I dare to touch the butt of a kid like you? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Are kids touching each other's butts here? What did you say? I can forgive you if you'd admit that I am too sexy to ignore and apologize. Huh? Is this kid dreaming or what? I can't stand it anymore. Ouch, you don't know who we are. I know. You think you can get away with it? Let me see. I think so. Darn, you'll pay for this. I won't be paying you. Doesn't she have a better way to say goodbye? Are you one of those gamer gang? Do you want me to smash you too? That is a giant hammer. Platinum hair, the same as Lloyd. The rest is different. You don't say. Are you maybe one of my groupies? You don't seem like it though. You guys are some strange group of people. What's your name? It's Dart. Mine's Maru. I'm the best dancer in Denal. We don't have time for playing with a kid. I agree, we can't waste any time if we were going to help Lynn. Sorry, but we gotta get going. You said Lynn, then you guys are going to rescue Lynn. How did you find out about that? Because you just said Lynn. Stupid. Because I heard it from Kate. The people in the city are all chickens, right? So I was gonna make a raid on their hideout. Then those jerks, gotta keep it PG, gave me a hard time. I guess they didn't take me seriously because I'm alone. You know what? I'm gonna go with you guys. Hey, you don't need me to make such a face. Just leave her alone. Let's go. Hold on. Do you guys know where the hideout is? It's somewhere in the Valley of Corrupted Gravity, isn't it? Wow, how naive. You make it sound easy, but you cannot go through such a mell of Hess kind of place without a person like me who's totally knowledgeable and totally pretty. Besides, you need the permission of the king just to enter the valley. Don't you know that? What are we going to do, Dart? This girl is serious. Oh well, you can come. Are you serious? We can trust her intentions to rescue Lynn. Besides, we don't know the place. We might need a guide. Right. He's completely right. Now let's go. Beautiful dancer Maru and friends form a posse for dealing with the Gamer Gang. Alright. It's supposed to be Mel of a Hess? Oh, no, it's Mel of a Hess. It's supposed to be Hell of a Mess. No way. They actually flipped the letters? Was there literally, like, no proofreading? I mean, bad translation's one thing, but a simple proofread would, like... Unless there was like, unless she was saying that in order to not cuss. Or not say hell, I guess. But she just said a cuss word 2 seconds before that, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that that was not the intention, and they just totally missed that. Anyways, let's check her out, because why not? All she has is a bracelet. Double smack. Wow, she's level 17. She's a little kid and she's a higher level than all of us. Yo, Mist! With the 13 viewer host. Mist! How's it going, my man? It's good to see you. So glad you could come and hang out with us. Okay, now I got 2 people with no Dragoon. This is a problem. What's up, Jorky? Alright, that was pretty great. Big Bull! McDowell! Double smack! Wow, nice miss. Way to suck. Holy crap, you weren't joking around with Maru being the fastest character. She's already going again. What if I gave her the agility thing? Would she just go every 5 seconds? Big no! Don't stop winning nines! I really wish I could just have Lavitz back, man. He said it so much cooler. Custom wind dance! Albert's like, custom wind dance! Oh, Bandit's Ring is male only? Rip. It is going fantastic, Miss, now that you're here. You know, things were down in the dumps. I'm not gonna lie to you, you know? I was feeling pretty sad. I was like, man, Mist isn't here, and now I'm lonely and sad and depressed. But then you showed up, and now everything is better. Now my life has meaning again. Oh my god, darts just flying through these mountains. I gotta admit, I kinda like Maru, not gonna lie. I know she's already kind of annoying, but I kinda like her fighting style. Double slash! Does she seriously fall over every time we win? That's going to be an issue. I'm not sure I can watch that for too much longer. Let's watch her bite it every single time we win a fight. Valley of Corrupted Gravity. You don't say. It does kind of look that way, doesn't it? Alright, I gotta check just for the sake of checking. What element is Maru? She is... what is light blue? Wind? No. Green is wind, obviously. Light blue is... ice? Or water? Whatever it is. Whatever one is not ice, or not... yeah, water. I was like, whichever one is not fire. I didn't know if it was water or ice. Honestly, we haven't seen many water things in the game so far. Like at all. There hasn't been like a water boss, I don't think. Maybe one at the very beginning or something. Most of the stuff we fight is either thunder, earth, or dark. Or we had the fire cave with all the fire enemies. Alright, Maru, it was fun, but I'm going to replace you for now. Did I ever actually look at this config thing? Let's go back to Rose for a bit. I'm trying to kind of use everybody just because, why not? I tend to stick with like 3 characters when I play through an RPG, but it's a lot nicer when you use everybody. It is blockaded by the ordinance of King Zyor. What is blockaded? You can't start our conversation with a friggin' it is. What is? Pronouns, man. I cannot let anybody not having a pass issue. Okay. Can we learn some English? I cannot let anybody not having a pass issued by the court pass through here. I cannot let anybody who hasn't learned their ABCs talk to me. How about that? We never saw gangs here. Maybe it's because the gravity is unstable and it is dangerous beyond the gate. Oh, I missed that last line. Whatever. Skipping text in this game is kind of frustrating sometimes. You have to hold down the button to get the text to move faster, but then you have to hit X to skip the text. So what, am I just screwed? I thought Maru was supposed to help me out. I thought Maru was supposed to do me a solid here and let me through the gate. Maybe I have to have her in my party. Maybe I goon myself by taking her out of the party right away. I mean, up to this point, though, it hasn't really mattered who's in my party. All the people just talk, even if they're not in my actual active party, but... It's either that or I was supposed to talk to somebody, like the king, and I didn't. But what king? Because the town has a mayor. The town has a mayor and a king? Oh, you know what? It's probably the king of friggin' the other town. Because there's a princess, probably a king. It's all making sense now. Yeah, I got it. You don't have to spell it out for me here. Just give me like 2 seconds. I'll figure it out, okay? You don't have to tell me. Is that a Sanic? Oh my god, it actually is a Sanic. It ran away before we could even do anything. More and more!
Die! More and more!
Die! More and more!
Yes! Double slash!
Can I just, like, finish double slash? I'm so sick of using it. How have I not finished it yet? I pretty much get it every single time. Oh, it's so close. 11 more times. What the heck is that thing? What am I looking at? I just punched Rose in the face, though. That was funny. I love how brutal some of the attacks are in this game. Wow. Way to miss. Hello? Can we hit this thing, or... Die. More and more. Now look what you did. You let him use an item. You let him use laser rocks. So yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for missing. What's up, Jacob? Die.
More and more.
Cause the wind dance. I like that little bird up there flying. It's the details. What's up, Keegan? You love Albert? I do too, but I don't like his voice as much as Lavitz's. I like his character, I don't like his voice. Gust of Wind Dance. And I like his additions a lot.
Die. More and more.
Die.
Double flash. Die.
Die.
More and more. Double flash.
Where am I going? I should have saved. I'm just trying to save as much as possible so if and when the game freezes we don't have to redo stuff. We need the permission of the Tiburoan. I still have a hard time saying that word. Every time I see it, I want to say Tiburoan or something. Then I see the B and I'm like Tiberion King. I'll just start saying it different every time. We need the permission of the Tiburoan King to enter the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. Have you met him? I think I met him several times when I was little. If the king remembers you, it'll be quick. That's our king, Dignity, huh? I'm not going to reveal my identity. I'm not traveling as the king of Serdio. I'm traveling as your companion and Lavitz's friend. Yeah, well, he doesn't give a crap about our companion. He gives a crap about the king of whatever. Sometimes you gotta strut your stuff, Albert. If you walk in there and you're like, I am the king, Albert the Third, then they're gonna be like, oh wow, we should respect this guy. If you walk in and you're like, I am Albert, friend of Dart, it's gonna be like, alright, get out of my castle. I guess you can make anything sound cool if you give it the right reflection, though. Oh god. Hey, can you get out of our way? No way, no strangers can go through here. Never? Never. That big man is blocking our way. I'm gonna take care of that. Ouch. I didn't do anything. You bumped into me by yourself. You can't enter the castle by doing that. Hey, Big Belly, why can't you let us in? Hey, Al, you are a king. Can you do something about it? Shh, that's a secret. Aw, come on, Dart, do something. There's no way you can let us in? Okay, you've asked him like 8 times now. There are lots of bandits walking around. I was told to never let anyone in. Can we at least send a message to the king? You are pretty. What did you say? Oops, I am on duty. I cannot let you in. I cannot let any strangers in. Wow. What are we gonna do? Should we break through? Let's retreat now. I feel like breaking through is not the correct thing to do. But I think that's what I have to choose to continue the story, because if I say let's retreat now, they'll probably just walk away and see what they do. It's a sober judgment. Oh, finally you are leaving. Come back if you find someone to vouch for you. Nello the Green Planner. Do you think he knows somebody in the royal family? How about Caffey? Let's go back downtown, okay? Okay, we gotta find somebody. What's up, Miss Maggie? Let's see. The planter was in this left house. Over here. What? You want to go to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity? I recommend you change your mind. Lately, they say the Barrens are infested by bandits called the Gayricks. Okay, we've been through the Barrens 4 times now. I'm not worried. Of course, when the earth is filled with green, I think those gangs will change their attitude. You did not help one bit. Let's see. Caffey's in here. Don't you want to talk about something else, like stars? How many times do I have to say it? I want to hear about Stardust, not just stars. I told you if I don't know about it, nobody knows about it. So, don't you want to talk about something else? Oh, it's you. Hi, guys. You know him? Yes, I do. You're back again, but my boss is not in yet. You know what? I have a good idea. I'll use double exclamation marks for everything. Here. She wants to talk about Stardust. Thanks. What was that all about? You must be the folks who bumped into me in Bale, aren't you? Sorry about that. Also, why does she say she? Or unless I read that wrong. It's okay. By the way, what were you talking about? Stardust? You look like you've traveled all over the world. I might as well just ask you about it. Stardust is a miracle stone, and if you collect them all, your wish comes true. And I have a favor to ask you. Why don't you give me the Stardust if you find some? Of course, I didn't say for free. I'll give you something rare that I found on my journey in return. What do you think? Not bad, huh? You don't have to find it, but if you happen to find some on your journey, remember me, will ya? I decided to stay in this town for a while. I do have some. It's hard to find Stardust, isn't it? I guess I knew it, though. How about you? Thanks. Thanks a million. Thanks in advance for the next time. Here's 5 Stardust. That's all I got. So that did not answer my... That did not help. Hey, you're back. What would you like? What? The Valley of Corrupted Gravity? We don't have such a cocktail. Why are you thinking that you want to go there? I don't know what you have in mind, but just chug a lug up and forget about it. Hey, Cappy, we're not that kind of bar. Sorry, I got balled out again. But if you really want to go there, you have to ask the king. Yes, but I don't know how to ask the king. You're not helping me. So now what? Maybe the astronomer? He's not home. Wait, this door was closed before, now it's open. Oh no, never mind. This is just... I have no idea who can help me. Yo, 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 friends. Help a brother get into the castle. The bandits, a sea dragon, and the madness of Princess Emile. This country is having one plague after another. I wonder what is going on. A corrupt king? A curse of an evil chest full of money? Ghosts? Aliens? Could be any of these. Or all of them. Could be the curse of a ghost alien chest full of money. Could be. It's possible. I love this shop music, man. It gets me every time. Welcome to Macy's. I don't think any of these shops are going to be a help. Yeah, interested in speedrunning the game and found its fan base fairly small. It's probably because the speedrun for this game is probably incredibly long and tedious, I would imagine. As far as I've heard, there's not too much in the way of time save in this game. It's all just... Why can't I... Okay. Interesting. Can oddly tall guy help me out? No. According to what I've heard, the speedrun of this game is a lot of just spamming items and not so much time saving, so I think it's really long. Not that really long speedruns are any reason not to run it, but I just find that really long speedruns tend to have a smaller community. There's less people willing to do really long speedruns. And actually, RPG speedruns in general also seem to have a smaller community. People prefer to run platformers and puzzle games and roguelikes. They're just more popular speedrun categories than RPGs. RPGs also tend to have a lot of RNG, which a good amount of speedrunners don't like in their speedruns. I found that the wiki for RPGs tends to be incorrect a lot. Thanks, Petey, for the 14 bits. The Final Fantasy VII wiki has a good amount of incorrect things, but not a lot. I find a lot more fallacies with just random web searches of Final Fantasy VII. Like, there's a bunch of random websites that just have straight up false information. Maybe the bartender? She works hard, but she talks too much. 11.5 hours, holy cow. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Maybe I'm supposed to like sleep until night or something. Nope. If you want some information, go to the bar. I did. Maybe she has more to tell me? Maybe this guy has more to tell me. That was an awful. Here's from Sergio. Have you seen the Queen Fury? It's so amazing that you're gonna pee in your pants. Alright, let's calm that down. You don't have to say that. Oh, Martell is a woman? Really? Oh. The model kind of looked buff, like, I don't know, the model looked like a male. No wonder she said she, because it is a she. No matter how many times you come, the answer is the same. Nobody's allowed to go to the castle except those with permission. Okay, but I don't have permission. So how do I get it? Yeah, I remembered running into her, but I don't think it was explicitly like said that she was a girl when you first bumped into her. You were just like, sorry, my bad. And she had a baby, but a guy can also have a baby. Wow, I am lost. I do not know who I'm supposed to talk to. I've talked to what seems like every single person in this town. Everyone's saying that Kathy is like a talker, but she isn't helping me. She mentioned her husband, but I've talked to like every person in this whole friggin' town. I don't see her husband. Wait. Her husband would be in the connected house, no? Which is the inn. This is not a husband. And neither is this. Oh, the husband died to the bandits? Wait, now she's suddenly saying something different. Now I'm all confused. Miles, thank you for the 448 bits! Is this place Costa del Sol? Close enough. Thank you so much, Miles, for the 448. I appreciate that, my man. Can you ask somebody else about the castle? Hey, if you come here as customers, I'll give you something extra. What? Well, how do I buy something? I would like to purchase one drink. I am lost. Nate Paz, thank you for the host. How's it going, man? Say something different. I'm lost. She She just says the same thing over and over, and everyone else just says, talk to her. Everyone in the town's like, talk to Kathy. And I talk to Kathy, and she's just like, be a customer? I don't know. I don't understand. Urban, thank you for those. Is this a weapon too? I'm gonna have to give you a big old negatory on that one. That is a giant spiky building or something. It's not. It's not a weapon. It's not a toy, Dart. These are all the shops. Oh, well, okay. There we go. Of course, the item shop. How could I be so blind? That's a little expensive if I curtail food. Oh, Dart, are you looking for something? No, I am not. Oh, you look troubled. I would like to say I can help you, but I am a little busy now. It will be over soon. I need some research, or I need some materials on stars for my research. I have to look at a couple of more places. I have to go now. When I finish my errand, I will be available. Ask me whatever you want. Great. So, now I probably gotta go somewhere else. And it could be anywhere. I'm getting bamboozled here. Yeah, he's not done with his errand yet. Maybe he's in the bar now, though. Oh. And I gotta friggin' find him. Uncle Fester! Uncle Fester, where have you gone? I mean, how was I supposed to know I had to just walk into the item shop? That's like the last thing I would think. Especially when everyone in the town is saying, go talk to the girl in the bar. But what I actually had to do was go to the item shop. Good gameplay mechanics. Is he in the weapon shop now? Yes, I need a weapon for fighting stars. Maybe now I talk to the old gardener. Princess Lisa has an especially deep knowledge of astrology. She can tell everything from the fortune of the country to the location of missing objects. Can she tell me where Fester is? Can she do that? Wait, was that Fester up there? This is now the search for Fester. Yep, there he is. Oh boy, we run into each other again. What was your problem solved yet? Not yet. I guess you are the only person we can ask, Fester. I see. Fine, I have finished my errand. You can come to my house and talk. How about we just talk right here? Why? Can we just do that? Well, you see, Maru tried to body slam a giant person, and now we're here. Garrett gang, I see. They must have taken one of your most important possessions, if you are thinking of venturing directly into their hideout. It's not just a memento, it means much more than that to me. We're gonna rescue Lynn, too. He does not know who Lynn is. Unless we told him, I guess. I understand. Shall we go to the castle? I can take care of it. I have a side business in addition to being an astronomer that lets me freely enter the castle. What are you doing, Fester? He is from royalty. He is a governor. Why am I answering this? Why wouldn't he answer this? He is a governor. Yes, I am. You can enter the castle by mentioning my name. Oh, can't you answer some other way than that? That's boring. Maru, can you actually, like, die in a hole? You think so? It's time to go. Let's head to the Twin Castle. Follow me. I thought you said mention your name. Now you're coming with us? What is this dialogue? Please help me. Just leave her. Ooh, we got the cool castle music. You cannot go that way, Dark. No, I'm going to the save point. Fester, I swear, if you don't let me go to the save point, I'm actually going to kill you. Wow. You are not allowed to save. You're 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 not allowed to save. You gotta do what I tell you to. Man, my name's Fester. Bro, I'm gonna do what I want. You understand me? Don't tell me what to do. You're lucky this music is fantastic. I am here, Your Majesty. Oh, Fester, please take care of my dear Princess Lisa for today. By the way, I think I have some problem with my eyes. I see many Festers. What? King Zayor, there is only one of me. These people are my friends, Your Majesty. Is this guy brain damaged? Oh, indeed, there is only one Fester, and what is their request? What is he talking about? We are here to request permission to enter the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. Fester, I think I've heard of the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. Was it my imagination? King Zayor, your ears are fine too. These people need to talk to the Gayrick gang, so they would like to go to the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. Oh, you too? Well, the other day, a young man named Lin came to me for the same reason. Seems being a daredevil is becoming trendy nowadays. We are not going there for a picnic. You understand all the risks. Fine. Servant, bring the pass for them. Thanks. Can I get a golden saucer pass too? Be careful. I appreciate this, Your Majesty. It is late already. Why don't you relax in the castle? Not sure if I really want to. Can I just go? I'm going back to work. Princess Lisa's studies are going very well by herself. In other words, I don't want to deal with Princess Lisa, so I'm leaving. Let's be real here. That's exactly what he was saying. They spelled valley without an E. I didn't realize that. I gotta go back and see that now. I totally didn't notice that. Alright. So that'll be enough for today for the Legend of Dragoon Let's Play. It's going great. I'm still really enjoying the game. The story is still interesting. It hasn't really like dropped down at all. It hasn't become boring. It's always constantly new things, new dilemmas appearing. We're always in new towns, new dungeons. So it's not slowing down at all. It's a very action-packed, fast game. So I'm enjoying it a lot. Don't think I have anything else to say about it. I don't have like a, rating for the game or anything. I'm waiting until I actually finish the game, but I'm still really loving it, and I still like all the characters. Maru is but other than that, yeah. There's always got to be one annoying character. I don't know what it is with RPGs, but you always have to at least throw in one annoying character. It's like, okay, there has to be someone down below to like lower the curve, so you enjoy all the other characters even more because there's this one character that's like super obnoxious. I think that was the intention. Like, oh, we're gonna just have a terrible character, that way you enjoy all the other ones. It's the RPG formula, exactly. But yes, stick around. We'll be doing some awesome Borderlands stuff with Zuloff next. But for those of you guys on YouTube, it's time to leave till next week. So thank you guys so much for coming. If you are watching this on the day that it releases, which would be Thursday, then tomorrow will be the day for you that we are recording more Legend Dragoon. That'll be next Friday for you guys on Twitch. And that'll also be part of our monthly celebration for our 1-year anniversary of the Twitch channel being an affiliate channel. So that'll be really exciting. Next Friday will be really, really cool. Legend Dragoon, the celebration, all going on at once. So if you want to check that out, we always stream Legend Dragoon on Fridays, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time until about 12:30 p.m. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it a lot. I love you, and we'll see you for more Legend of Dragoon action next time. See you later, guys. Take it easy.